Let's look at price ceiling and price floor, and these are examples of government regulations. So far, we looked at this situation where the demand curve was intersecting the supply curve, and we had an equilibrium price quantity combination. But when you look at this one, when the government comes in and sets a bunch of regulations, the price cannot really go up, neither can it go down. So let's just define price ceiling here. Price ceiling is defined as a maximum legal price, and this is imposed to protect the buyers. One example is rent control. I would say rent control in New York City is a good example of price ceiling. Looking at this graphically, here in this graph, I have equilibrium where demand curve intersects supply curve. Price is $3.50. I would say the equilibrium quantity is 100. Government comes in and imposes a price ceiling of $3. This $3 price ceiling line is hitting the supply curve at 50. I'm going to say quantity supplied is equal to 50. Hitting the demand curve at 150, I would say quantity demanded is 150. Because this ceiling price, which is $3, this one is less than the equilibrium price, which is equal to $3.50, we will have a shortage, and the shortage is equal to 150 minus 50, that's equal to 100. This 100 has nothing to do with this equilibrium quantity, which is 100. So you might ask a question, if we have a shortage, why are we not going all the way up from 3 to 350? The answer to that question is the definition of price ceiling is a maximum legal price. Anything below this $3 price is allowed. You can charge a price below $3 all the way up to $3, but anything above this $3 is not allowed. That is why we can't go above this $3 price line. Let's see what is a price floor. Price floor is a minimum legal price. One popular example of price floor is minimum wages. Texas, I believe this is $7.25. The minimum wages differs from state to state. Looking at this graphically here, the demand supply equilibrium is at this price, which is $2, where the demand curve is intersecting the supply curve. The quantity is 100, just to keep things simple. And now the government wants to protect the sellers here. I can go back and write, this is imposed to protect the sellers. As a result, government comes and imposes a price floor, which is $3. The idea behind the floor is you can't really go below the floor price, but you can come above the floor price. So this part is allowed. Above the floor price, but this part below the floor price is not allowed. So I see here I have a price floor which is $3, and this one is above the equilibrium price, and the equilibrium price is equal to $2. This will create a surplus. Surplus, if you recall, is the difference between quantity supplied and quantity demanded. This $3 line is hitting the supply curve at 200, hitting the demand curve at 50. So my quantity supplied is gonna be 200. Quantity demanded, from the demand curve I'm dropping a line, and this is equal to 50. So I get my surplus is equal to 150. I can't go below this $3 price because I'm not really allowed to go below the floor price. So that is all about floor and ceiling. Hope this makes things easier, makes it easier to understand the whole concept. Thank you very much.